Forget the born leader nonsense. Leadership is learned, earned, and practiced. I never would have become a leader if leaders were truly born. I wasn't born to be a leader. I wasn't born to the right family. I worked and I'm still working my ass off every single day to become a better leader and to improve my leadership skills. Now let's go on to the lie. We've all been told about the natural born leader. Charismatic, fearless, commanding, the loudest person in the room. And this story lets many people off the hook that they just tell themselves, I just don't have what it takes to be a leader. Just look at the other person, how amazing they are. They're telling me that they're better than myself and that I just don't have those traits, those personality, those leadership traits. I wasn't born to be a leader. The truth is, leadership isn't a personality type or a title. Leadership is influence. It's empowering others towards a common goal, towards a goal they want to achieve. And every single one of us can achieve that. Core leadership skills are learned through practice. They're not inherited. And every single one of us can actually practice and learn them. The only limitation that we have here is in our belief that we just can't do it. So that is a complete lie. And the only reason why you're not a leader yet is because you choose not to be one. When you shift this mindset and believe that you can't be a leader, if you start trusting and believing in yourself that you are a leader, that you can improve and become a leader, that's when you actually start becoming a leader. Shift your questions from, can I be a leader? Should I even become one? To, how can I practice leadership? I always wanted to be a leader, but I never knew how and when to start. And I was pushed into being a leader by my team in the military when I was 18. They all collectively decided that Blaž is going to lead us from now on. Needless to say, I was shocked and totally surprised. My team decided that I was going to be leading them, all of them older and more experienced than I was. I should never have become a leader, or so I thought. But I took up the challenge and I gave it my all. It worked, and I've been leading for the past 19 years now. 70% of leadership comes from experience, challenges, and reflection. Leadership is built by doing, failing, reflecting, learning, and then doing the same cycle over and over again. You can start building your leadership skills today, if you want to. Here is a small blueprint that isn't just about titles and authority, and you don't have to have either of them to start becoming a leader and start practicing. First, start with listening to people around you. Listen and hear about what they have to say about issues, their challenges, their fears, and when you can, help them overcome them. This way, you're going to start practicing true leadership. And when you're doing this, start owning your mistakes as well. If you make a mistake, own up to it. Don't blame others for the mistakes that you made. And people are going to be reacting positively to seeing that you take ownership of your own action. This is how you're going to be building influence. Influence also means that you actually empower people around you. You don't want to control them. You don't want to just tell them, hey, do this. But you listen and hear them. If you want to hear about a more detailed 5-step process on how to start becoming a leader, even when you have zero experience, you can check this video over here. Next leadership skill that I advise you to practice is how to ask questions. Leaders don't have all of the answers. That's completely okay. We can ask powerful questions that are going to help each and every single one of our team members to finding the goal, the solution to their issue, their problem, or their challenge. And that also encourages curiosity within our team and taps into our team's intelligence. Because if we try and have all of the answers, that just means that we're really narrow-minded and we're actually looking into a solution or an issue when a team member asks you about some stuff in a really narrow-minded way that only shows our expertise and doesn't actually pull from the pool of the expertise of all of our team members. And asking really powerful questions is one of the most underrated leadership skills that I've seen with my clients and with anybody else that I've consulted, mentored, or coached towards becoming really great leaders. And that's a really big shame, because if you know how to ask really good questions, that's when you're actually going to open your team's full potential. So the last leadership skill I advise you to practice in this blueprint is how to empower others. Just telling others what to do will not cut it. the command and control type of leadership is done. It's not going to work. It doesn't work anywhere. It doesn't even work in the military, because command and control is going to kill creativity and motivation of your whole team. So the way you should practice it is you need to set clear goals and expectations for each and every single one of your team members, or whoever you choose to lead at that point. And then trust the team, that team member, to actually find their own solutions and to actually get to that goal, to that target in their own way, effectively and efficiently. And you should be there just helping, mentoring, and coaching them to get to the right decisions. Because either it's my way or the highway. It doesn't work. It never has worked. It's one of the worst pieces of advice that anybody can give you. Because when you empower people, it means that you're giving autonomy and ownership to that situation and that problem. And you're also giving the trust and providing your team with safety that they can accomplish that task. And that's going to bring so much trust, so much safety, so much loyalty from the people that you're practicing that with, that it's just going to transform your own leadership and their own success. And that's going to drive unimaginable performance from your own team and from yourself that you probably didn't even think was possible. The leaders are born excuse holds many people back. Don't be that person. Start practicing leadership right now, because leadership is a choice. It's a choice to influence, ask, and empower every single person around you and make their lives better as a result. Most leadership growth will happen through experience and constant practice, and doing this over and over and over again. This is how we all became leaders. This is how we all can become better leaders. And remember, leadership is a journey. It's not a quest to be perfect, because you're never going to be perfect. And there's always one extra thing that you can learn today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, become a better leader and a better person.